So why did a guy like Kurt Cobain kill himself?
I think has most to do with your inability to control your desire for heroin.
You have no control over it.
I'm completely out of control when it comes to narcotic painkillers. And
was Kurt Cobain?
Definitely. Anyone who's been in treatment 2 or 3 times and still has the overwhelming urge to continue the drug abuse has to come to the realization sooner or later that they have no control over that substance.
That's where you're at. That's where he's at.
Sure. And that's where he was at. That's where almost every heroin user I've ever met is at. And your reaction to that realization will vary from person to person, but it does give one the feeling of despair, of hopelessness, and there's a great deal of depression that goes along with it.
Are you depressed?
Not right now, because I feel good.
4 hours from now, you're going to be depressed?
4 hours from now, I'll probably be a little depressed, and when I go to sleep at night and I reflect on the day's events and what my plans are for the future, I'll definitely be feeling low.
Why?
Because it'll be the end of another day that I've continued my cycle of drug abuse, dependence. I've devoted most of my energy today to finding money, finding a place to score the drugs, and
your every waking hour and every waking energy has gone into staying high.
Right.
Is that I mean, I'm asking you, is that a fair assessment?
It's a fair assessment, and
so when you go to bed after a day like that and knowing you're going to get up and do the same damn thing tomorrow,
if I'm lucky, I'll be able to do the same thing tomorrow. The alternative is to become very ill, and
so you only have 2 options: you either go out and find heroin, or you go out and try to find it and not find it and be sick all day.
And be sick for days. That's part of the cycle. If I don't find it, I'm not only going to become sick, but I'm going to lose the ability to get money to drive my car to find drugs.
All right, well, this still, when you go to bed at night knowing that this is the day you've spent and that's the outlook for tomorrow, and you say you go to bed low, I'd like to know exactly what are your thoughts, what's going through your heart, and what's going through your heart, what's going through your head, and what's going through your heart.
What's going through my head are thoughts of solving the logistical problems of finding money, finding drugs, and finding a way to turn cash into drugs to put in my arm. And from an emotional perspective, there's a lot of depression, a lot of negative feelings about what I've done, what I've had to do to stay well that day.
You angry at yourself?
Sure, sure. There's a lot of self-battery